Okay, so this is my first tips and tricks for the circuit rhythm. I'm going to start with time stretching, as this is one that I heard it can't do. So we're going to put all these notes in. Well, in fact, no, we're going to put one in for now. So we'll go to micro step on step 1. Now we're just going to go back to note and we're going to duplicate that into every single note. So every note has a triplet, and if I play it, we just get a machine gun noise. Now if I hold shift, there's your time stretch. Now what I found is it doesn't record all the changes, and that's probably because of micro steps. So it sort of doesn't record the shift changes, it jumps. So if we go back to note, and we'll get rid of all of these, I'll put in a new note.
16 years old. I know kids that are
And I think what we'll do is we'll just go like this. Maybe it records this one now. See, it jumps. Didn't record me. But you can actually get it to time stretch. That's one thing it definitely can do. I'll leave someone else to work out whether they can get that to actually record.
I know kids that are
Essentially all you need to do is that. I've done it with micro steps to make it trigger fast, but you could just increase the tempo.
I know kids that are 15, 16 years old. They can multiply 100. I know kids.
So it's definitely time stretch. Right, okay, next one. I think we're going to do with wave scanning on this one. Yeah, so wave scanning, we need another pack, and I think that is this one. Yeah, this is the one. So we're going on a new track. I've got this sound that I recorded from the Microfreak, which is a wavetable, and it's just scanning position with an envelope slowly. Because you've got start position on here, really interesting to make stabs and change the start position. And although they sound like different notes, they're the same note. It's just different frequency. Different frequencies being showed off. Just starting from a different position where the frequency is either higher or lower, but it's still the same note. Let's lower that. Right, so that's wave scanning. Essentially, if you to just again get a new track, go to the sound. You can find where you like it, and it's quite nice to fit in a mix of a song, because you never know till you play with it where it's going to sit. That's quite good. Okay, the next one is the routing. So the way I've got things set up here is I've got my microfreak, and I've got my two craves, and I've got the circuit tracks. Now all the instruments are being sequenced by the tracks, and then the tracks' headphone output is going into the rhythm, so that I can use the rhythm's effects, and quite a lot of things. The main reason is I can sample into it really quickly. If I want to sample the microfreak, for example, as long as the microfreak is on and the circuit tracks is on, and this is monitoring the input, then I can record straight from the microfreak into here. Really, really useful. So I'll try and show you. Really easy. We'll go onto an empty slot, which is here. Hopefully you can hear the microfreak, but it will normalize it anyway. So we'll press record. Don't even need to hit the pad, it's already on it. You can see it's picked me up me playing. Press it again to save. And the same with the Behringer Craves. Very easy to just sample onto the unit. It saves me a lot of time. If I need an analog sound, I can quickly just grab it. Try and make a nice one. Again, all I do, hit the pad, hit record. To find that sound. Really nice. Sorry, not the last one, the next one was the memory buffer. You can record in this while it's playing. So let's say I have a track here. If I come over to the microfreak and make a new sound, what I want to do is play chords over it. Just going to turn up the volume a little bit. So while this is playing, I can record onto here. Now it did that, so it recorded the input even though it's playing a song. Now I find that incredible. So it's kept it in its memory. I'll save that. So I'll put that chord in. I've got space for it. Take out this one. that's really handy to be able to record in the background. This is something that I haven't seen Novation talk about apart from calc, and I had to get like 2 hours into the videos before I even saw about that. I think that's something I'd probably advertise if I'd have done it. It's quite clever that it can record while it's playing, but it's sort of soloed what it's recording. That's nice. The next one is resampling breaks. If I try and take out all the stuff that's not needed in this. As you can see, I've got a lot going on here. So I've almost somewhat made my own break there. I think on this one, it's a little bit better. Better example. So this is only 2 breaks. I've been playing around with this recently. It's actually it's not too difficult to get 2 or 3, 4, even 4 or 5 breaks together perfectly in time. Just got to listen to it. But I mean, the idea of this was I wanted to resample this break, and the reason I do want to resample it is because there's 2 breaks together that sound good, that sound layered well. And if I want to start changing the patterns around, I have to do it on 2 boxes. So the idea of resampling is it's now 1. If it records it, I don't know why it didn't there. It's on record. Let's make sure that's cleared. Maybe I'll run out of time. No, it doesn't even seem to be monitoring the input, so you need to check the settings. Don't need -12. Resampling needs to be on, there you go, and turn monitor off. So let's go back, press record, play. And there's our sound. Now we can re-chop that up. And that seems alright. So let's go to a new track. Let's go to our sound. Let's put it at the same tempo. Now we could slice that if we wanted. Let's do less slices. Don't even like that. That's 8, is it? Okay. The idea of what you could do. Is resequence it. Really good, but you don't have to resequence it. Now to program that in 2 different breaks might be quite difficult, but as I've resampled it into 1, I also get the ability to some kind of groove out of it. I'm pitching the whole thing up and down, which isn't really going to help you unless you chopped it into 16ths. But again, just resampling is just a really good way of sort of uniting what you've got into one, and then allowing you to either resequence it as one, which makes it a lot easier to get the patterns that you want. So I'll leave that one there. The next one is using delay as chorus. So if we get this and we loop it, yeah, to get this loop. No, it isn't. There we go. And we do this. That'll do. It's quite good to use as an oscillator, like people say. But it could do with chorus. It really could. What happened to my sound? There we go. I'll find it in a minute. The top one on that. Right, where the hell is it? Let's just loop that. And it's a very crude chorus, but I mean that's without. Definitely add something to it. If you're going to try and make a bass sound out of it. Definitely helps. Alright, so the next one is filter envelopes. Again, something that I told this can't do. Easily can. It's a bit of a hack, but it's not really a problem. So I'm going to lock this one with the low pass filter to fully open. I'll put that one down a bit, and I'm going to put this one down a bit. Let's make this a longer note. Now if I delete these two, put them back, add a bit of resonance, you can hear it sweeping, but let's try and get it nicely. Fully open, halfway, completely closed, or let's go completely closed. Doesn't really work, so you need that one open a little bit, that one completely closed. Try it again, so that's full, that's a bit down, and that's near enough empty, or zero. Right, okay, so now we've got our stab. Let's go here, here and here, so we've got 3 of them, and then what you need to do is duplicate the second one to just after the note, and duplicate the third one to just after the note, and do that for every note. Put some more in. Now if I take these out, so you definitely can get some kind of filter envelope going. So that's the next one. And okay, so the last one, this is the absolute last one. So we've got this, and we'll go back to one break. Right, so I've lost the hi-hat now because I moved the start position. What I'm going to do is go into setup, and I'm going to press shift. So this keeps shift on once you press it, which means now as I'm flicking this, I don't need to hold shift. I don't like having to do that, it's a bit annoying. Much easier. Okay, so that's it for the tips and tricks for today. Hopefully I'll find more. I wasn't expecting to find so many, to be fair. Thanks for your time, guys. Like and subscribe. Do what you do.